Right, we are just going down to the yard. A really long drive. Yeah, it's a really long drive down to the yard of about 50 meters to clean the truck off, because as I will show you when I get to the yard, filthy. It's been at Salisbury Plain, so yeah, it's filthy. So it needs a clean. Tractor needs a clean. Hedge cutter and flail mower need a clean. Both of those machines need to come off and get ready for a load of tree work next week. So that's what we're going to do. Right, so just going to head down to the yard now, which is, like I say, just turn that off so we don't get copyrighted. Which is just down the road. Just arriving at the yard, this tiny yard that I've operated from the last 4 years, just shy of 4 years now. We shall be moving out of here very soon, and I look forward to showing you all the new yard. As you can see, the truck is rather filthy. She has been to Salisbury Plain, as you do. You take your missus to Salisbury Plain on Valentine's Day. So I thought I'd give a little walk around. Yeah, this all needs a clean. Thought I'd give you a little walk around here. So we've got a 2022 6155R John Deere Ultimate Edition. On the front of that we have a 2023 Teagle X Pro 250, which is a forestry spec flail. It's not a fixed tooth forestry head, it's a forestry spec flail. So high capacity when you're mulching grass and other things like that. Yeah, can take anything up to a 4-inch tree through it. So no, I'm very happy with that. Very happy. Teagle and my dealer, Bruce Hopkins Limited up in Banbury, have been absolutely brilliant to me. So no, we use that for all of our topping work. That gets used to all the topping work at the minute. Unless we do some really large areas, and we've got a lovely local farmer that we hire a nice big batwing from. And on the back here we have a 2022 /23 McConnell 57 5560. So 5.7 meter reach, 60 horsepower hydraulic pump, and a 1.2 meter head. Yeah, these flails could do with a tickle with a grinder, or replacing at some point soon. I mean, they're all right, they're not too bad. They could do with a tickle with a grinder, but yeah, today we are just getting this all cleaned off, the truck, the hedge cutter, the tractor, and the flail, because we are going on a big tree job tomorrow. And yeah, it's all going to be doing some trailer work. I can poke you through the fence here and you can see the my mate's sheep. Black faces are Suffolks, white faces are Clins. Yeah, they're no, they're lovely, they're just noisy. They're just noisy. So yeah, let's make a start on getting this cleaned up. We're nearly done cleaning the tractor. It's not a snow foam and a polish and all that. Unfortunately, it's just getting most of the crap off this time of year. We do have a bit of a leak on the hedge cutter's head motor. If you can see, if I get the camera in there, you can kind of see it's a bit damp. It's a bit damp and sticky. So I'm going to jet wash all that off and have a good look at that. We also do have a leak on the slew ram, which is that ram there. I think it's just a bit of rubbish that's got caught in the seal, so every now and then I just make sure that's clean. It doesn't leak all the time, it just leaks sometimes, so I think it's just a bit of crap getting in there really. But yeah, we're nearly done. Just gonna clean the head, get the rubbish off of that motor, clean the crap off the back, and then we're gonna crack on in getting the flail lifted up, cleaned underneath, which I'll probably time lapse, and then I've got to take the flail off, hedge trimmer off, and then put our lovely new box on all the way from the Netherlands. So yeah, time to crack on. Right, we are just going to move the truck out of the way so the tractor can get in and move about and take stuff off. Yeah, that is what we're at now, and then I'll be able to show you inside the tractor. So as I faff around here, we'll just get up in the John Deere. Got to try and see where I'm going to mount you. I do need to get a mount for the cab so I can film film jobs and film this, that and the other, which won't be hard to do. Just need to get a mount basically, and probably end up ordering one tonight, to be honest with you, but I love them. Bought an extra screen off of Tag at the sort of towards the end of last year because they had them on sale, and they're usually 1,100 quid a screen, and they were selling them for 570 plus the VAT, so one was purchased. We're just waiting for the computers to start up, and then we will get everything folded up. Does remind me, once that's started up, we do need to get underneath that flail mower and clean off all the grass underneath. It was fairly dry while I was cutting, but it will have some stuff underneath it anyway. So yes, it's just a winter jobs kind of day really, just a bit of winter general maintenance on a Sunday afternoon, morning, getting ready for the week ahead really. Nothing too exciting, just waiting for paddock maintenance season to start. And we will be able to show you all of that. Now we do focus a lot on the equestrian side, basically a lot of what the work the other contractors don't want to do or don't see, they either don't want to do it or they don't see there's much point in doing it, which I understand, because believe me, of course I've done agricultural work and I would far rather be sat in a nice big field on GPS all day, dealing with just the one customer rather than dealing with loads of customers where they've got 2 acres here, 1 acre here, 5 acres there, which is great. You get to meet a load of lovely people. Doesn't make the job any easier, just adds that extra level of communication, but we do pride ourselves on having good communication. I suppose we're pretty well practiced in it because we don't have a choice, so yeah, but we are trying to push the business forward in continuing doing everything we do and keeping our equestrian customers happy. We have quite a lot of race yards near here that we service, so obviously we're going to keep them happy, keep the private customers happy, whether they're a 250 horse race yard or whether they're Mrs. Jones who's got 2 acres. They're just as important to us, so we're going to keep them happy, but we are pushing the business towards more agricultural work, as well as commercial work such as site clearance, private estate management, that sort of work, subcontracting for large landscape management companies. So we're pushing the business that way, as well as carrying on doing our equestrian work. So if no one's seen the screens inside a not the latest but the previous gen, so Gen 3, I believe these are Gen 3 screens, for example, so my joystick here is unlocked, so this joystick's unlocked, however it's not designated to the front linkage yet. To do that, I come to this menu, go to the mini joystick menu, activate custom, what I've already set it up to, as you can see. And now, because it's green, that's locked, unlocked. Now it's green, the front flail will come up. As you can see, she just come up. I will fold the hedge cutter up, which we will need to move that down, switch that on, turn the rear PTO on. Don't know if you can hear, she's just come on. And we're just going to lift her up.
5 hours later.
And that's that done. Like I said, we're just moving it around the yard. Turn the PTO off. Fold the arm back up. So as the tractor warms up, we are just gonna go out here. We just go to the front linkage controls, hold that, lift the arms all the way up. Makes our lives a lot easier to see underneath. Yeah, so we're just going to clean all that rubbish off up there, as you can see, all of that and everything that goes down there. It just helps because you've got, on the X Pro flails, you've got, obviously these are your flails, you've then got 2 sets of fixed mulching blades, one at 90 degrees and one at about 165 degrees from the floor, it's 170 odd degrees. So let me just try and show you, it'd be easier if I clean it and show you afterwards. But I'll get on with that and I'll come back to you. So we are back. As you can see from the time lapse, we've just cleaned under here. I'll try and not get the camera wet, but as you can see, we've got the first set of mulching blades there, all the way down. The second set are right up there. All the way along the top, you can see. So that is yeah, how you get a really nice fine mulch. The high capacity is just based on the overall sort of inner chamber dimensions. So the bigger the chamber on a flail, the larger diameter the rotor, the more you can mulch, which means the faster you can go. However, does mean it costs a lot more in fuel doing that, but that's what you buy a flail for, those heavy jobs. Right, now I'm going to put this somewhere and get the kit taken off, and yeah, get ready.
Put your right foot out now. Yeah, shake your hip. That's it. Wow.
Right, we're going to see if we can just get that hooked on. Go on, you got it. Drop our top link on. If I can do this one-handed, which I'm probably not going to be able to. No. Now, as you saw me fail to put that on one-handed, some jobs just are a two-handed job. It's our new as of last year. It's a tractor bumper from tractorbumper.com in the Netherlands. I'll just turn the tractor off so you can hear me better. I'll just swing it around so you can see what we're at here. Right. So it's a tractor bumper, is a product name and is what it is. So the idea behind these, you can have just a really lightweight bumper, or you can have a weighted one like I have. Now I have an 800 kilo weight block in the center there, and then you have these wings that stick out. Now some people like to run these side marker lights to the edge of their tire. I prefer to put the actual physical side marker to the edge of the tire, because when I'm looking out of the cab I can see where the edge, the furthest point edge of the tire is, rather than thinking it's here. It's basically to create higher visibility on the road and safety. Now when tractors do unfortunately end up in head-on collisions, and in this country drive on the left, if a car hits that front right tyre, it's likely, or even if it's a skims a lorry or something, to rip off the front axle. Now the idea of these bumpers, from my understanding, feel free to correct me on it, tractor bumper, is these wings essentially create a softer impact for the car and they protect the tractor, so they create a nice smooth surface for the car to hit and bounce off if the unfortunate does happen, which is safer for. Now they aren't flat. If they were just a flat solid bar, obviously that would cause a hell of a lot of damage and be a solid impact, but they are swung back, as you can see, to deflect and take some of the hit away from the vehicle and protect the tractor at the same time. So sounds like a bit of an advert, but it isn't. So yeah, we like them because we do a lot of road work, hell of a lot of road work. They also come with, I just love these sorts of things. So you've got light side markers, you've got a white LED in the front, orange in the side, and a red one in the back. Indicators both sides, high-vis tape, LED DRLs, 4 of them, one there, one there, one there, one on the end of that wing. Comes with a little storage box as well, which I just think is so handy. Like I say, they've not paid me to say this, I just genuinely love the product. It's really, really well built, and the paint finish is splendid. Yeah, very, very, very happy with it. Nice and compact, weight sits in between the arms. It's brilliant. But we are nearly done. Just going to give this a little jet wash off now, and yeah, we'll be going tidying up, ready for tomorrow. So that is us parked up. We've just got to put the good stuff inside the tractor. The good old Cherry, ready to do a lot of trailer work tomorrow on a big tree job. We're removing 50 conifers, 25 of which are on a roadside, and the other 25 are kind of within a garden / car park on a commercial site. So it's a shame I don't have a tractor mount as of yet, but I'll try and order one today, and then we can hopefully get some of the trailer footage from the week on record, and then put that in a video. But I will be doing a video of the tree work from next week, so there we are. Tell you what, this stuff's got getting more and more expensive again, but it's part of the job. It's part of the industry we're in, ever fluctuating fuel prices. So that is tractor filled up. Right, I thought I'd just show you. So like I say, showing you the flail mower, showing you the hedge cutter. Here we have a 6 metre Agri-Trend set of chain harrows. Now these are a new style type of chain harrow from the last sort of 10 years or so. Instead of being the old sort of 2-pronged mat that goes along like that and just bounces and grabs the tufts of grass, levelling out horse muck, etc., and ripping out some thatch of what it can, you've now got cast iron rings. I believe these weigh 3 kilos each. You've got the cast iron rings, the cast iron links. So you've got, yeah, I believe these sets weigh 3 kilos a piece. There is another brand that isn't double-sided, and I believe they weigh 1.2 to 1.5 kilo each. So the heavier the weight, the better, because the more ground pressure they're put down. It's a reversible mat. I've got mine set up on the long side down, as does my friend up in Shropshire. So mostly because we go to such poached horse paddocks that we want the maximum effect, maximum aggressiveness, do the best job we can, because they're a bit shallow. If you were just already on already cultivated ground, etc., and you just wanted a light tilth going over, you can flip the mat over and have the shallower tines. You've got 2 sets of leveling boards on the front, so again these are great. Basically, I'm going to call them Toblerones, because you get big mud triangles that fall out of here when you come back to the yard. It's just brilliant. But you've got 2 sets of leveling boards that go right from the end, right down, right across the 6 metre width. So you've got one there, and then there, connected onto the second set of leveling bars. But no, they're good. Built in Poland, I believe. Imported into Wales, and yeah, again, like most of our kit, it's from Bruce Hopkins Limited up in Banbury. So our flail mower is, chain harrows are, our now Fleming roller, which is a 2.5 Fleming, 2.5 metre Fleming roller. I believe she weighs about 2.7 tonne, fully laden of water. Really good roller. We would like to go bigger, for example to the Watson 12 foot. You know, they're 12 grand including the VAT, about 10 grand plus VAT, so it's whether or not you can justify it for the amount of rolling we actually do. So, but no, we are very happy with this. Does a great job. I've always liked Fleming products. It's a fairly simple roller. It's a road tow, so before you'd have say a 3-point linkage on the back, and then the other side you'd have a fixed drawbar. We had a Watson, a small 8-foot Watson version of them. However, then we changed because of the amount of road work we're doing, and we had a much smaller tractor at the time, a little drop nose 4-cylinder Massey. It was just hard on the Massey and hard on the roller, just carrying the roller on the 3-point links all the time. So we upgraded to this, where you've just got this hydraulic ram which pivots there and then pushes this cradle frame down and pushes the wheels down onto the ground. And then when you're rolling in the field, you pull the spool valve, it folds back up like that, tilts the old cradle frame that way, lifts the wheels off the ground, and just the drum is on the floor. So no, we're very happy with it, and it does a good job. Wish we could go bigger, because rolling is a slow job, and when you don't have the widest of rollers, it's an even slower job. However, we can't go bigger than this really unless folding, because of the gateways and road accessibility. So yeah, that's what we have there really. So no, we're very happy, but I think it's time to head in. So that was a little introductory video, if you will, and not the most exciting thing in the world, but we will be cracking on as soon as the ground allows and the weather allows and everything starts growing again. We'll be flat out, and I mean, we are busy for this time of year, to be fair, so there will be plenty to come in February. Like I say, tree work, a lot of hedge cutting to finish off, still got to finish that off before the end of the season, and yeah, and then we'll hopefully be cracking on into paddock maintenance season come middle of March onwards, and the commercial mowing jobs start with the commercial roll-on mower. So yeah, not the most exciting video, but gives you a little insight. This is the first video on the channel, so yeah, all an experiment really, and all a learning curve. So yeah, thanks very much for watching, and see you soon.